Alaikum. Welcome to Zill Noorain's Tafseer series of the Quran. This is part 4 of Surah An Naziat. In the previous episodes, we talked about Surah An Naziat and we talked about the story of Fir'aun and Musa. Fir'aun, who was the king of Egypt, thought he was the most powerful and nothing could ever destroy him, but he denied Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and denied Allah's power. And in the end, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always the most powerful. So now in the upcoming verses, we are going to learn about that power of Allah. And from how do we learn about the power of Allah? It's from the verses that talk about His signs and what He has created and what He can do. So from ayah 27 to 33, we talk about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's signs and what He has done in the world. Let's begin with the recitation. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أأنتم أشد خلقا أم السماء بناها رفع سمكها فسواها وأغطش ليلها وأخرج ضحاها والأرض بعد ذلك دحاها أخرج منها ماءها ومرعاها والجبال أرساها متاعا لكم ولأنعامكم. So in ayah 27 to 33, we learn about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's power. In ayah number 27, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Are you more difficult creation or is the heavens? He, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, created it. So if you think about everything that is in the sky, the sun, the clouds, the stars, the planets, what do you think would be harder to do? Obviously for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala it is all easy, but it is about the power. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has that power to create that. So do you think that bringing you back to life would be hard for Him? And what did Fir'aun create? He just had a palace. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala owns the skies. So never think that any person is more powerful than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. رَفَعَ سَمْكَهَا فَسَوَّاهَا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says He raised its ceiling and proportioned it. So the sky is raised. If you think about how heavy the sky must be with everything that it has, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says He raised it and then made it perfect. So how big it is, how wide it is, how high it is. We don't find the sky right above our heads so that we're bumping our heads against the clouds. It's perfectly proportioned, high in the sky, wide, so that we don't even see beyond the meteors and the other planets. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has proportioned the sky exactly in a perfect way. وَأَغْطَشَ لَيْلَهَا وَأَخْرَجَ ضُحَاهَا. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has darkened its night and extracted its brightness. So in the nighttime, it's completely dark and we need so many lights to see. But in the morning, just that one sun is enough to brighten the entire town and the entire place that you're in. وَالْأَرْضَ بَعْدَ ذَلِكَ دَحَاهَا. And after that, He spread the earth. He's talking about the earth. We have surfaces that we're able to walk on and drive on and made it livable. We have areas that are for farms. So everything can happen. We can walk, we can travel, we can build, we can have farms, we can grow food. All of this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made for us on the earth. And from it, in the next verse, أَخْرَجَ مِنْهَا مَاءَهَا وَمَرْعَاهَا. He extracted from it its water and its pasture. So the pasture is everything that, the goats, the sheep, and all the animals, they need to eat too. The farming, the fruits that we get, and we get water from the ground. All of this chain that helps the human life, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made for us in an exact perfect way. وَالْجِبَالَ أَرْسَاهَا. And mountains He set firmly. Mountains have foundations that are deep under the surface of the ground. And ayah 33, مَتَاعًا لَكُمْ وَلِأَنْعَامِكُمْ. It is an enjoyment for you. It is something for you to have, and also for an'amikum, so for the animals that are around you. So we enjoy the pleasures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we take advantage of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us with. Everything from the food to the sky, to the sun, the dark, to the little seeds that we plant are all for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us a good life so that we can worship Him. In this section, we learned about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's power and everything He has done for us. And is there anyone else who can do all of this for us? Is there anyone else who has this much power? Truly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most powerful. And then in the next verses, Allah talks about the Day of Judgment. So from ayah 34 to 39. Let's recite them. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم فإذا جاءت الطامة الكبرى يوم يتذكر الإنسان ما سعى وبرزت الجحيم لمن يرى فأما من طغى وآثر الحياة الدنيا فإن الجحيم هي المأوى وأما من خاف مقام ربه ونهى النفس عن الهوى فإن الجنة هي المأوى. So in these verses, we talk about فَإِذَا جَاءَتِ الطَّامَّةُ الْكُبْرَى, and when comes the overwhelming calamity. طَامَّة, this is talking about the day of resurrection. Severe and irresistible. It's going to come to everybody and overpower every single person. Kubra means it's huge. And when it will happen, all the life, all the comforts that we have been enjoying, everything will go. And what's going to happen on that day? يَوْمَ يَتَذَكَّرُ الْإِنسَانُ مَا سَعَى, the day when man will remember everything that he was striving for. So everything that you put your effort for, that's what you're going to see on that day. So if you were put in your effort for the hereafter, then you see that effort. If you put in your effort for your dunya, then that's the effort you will see. All the truth, all the good deeds, all the bad deeds, every single thing will come in front. You're going to be reminded of where all your efforts, where all your hard work, what was it all for? And then what's going to happen? وَبُرِّزَتِ الْجَحِيمُ لِمَنْ يَرَى, and then the hellfire will be exposed so everybody can see it. Right now it's something hidden and we believe in it and we ask Allah to protect us from it. But on that day, everyone is going to see it. The hidden will become seen and it will be the reality of that time. It's going to be displayed and there will be no denying it. So فَأَمَّا مَنْ طَغَى, so for the one who transgressed, so for one who did wrong and crossed the limits, and what else did they do? They preferred the life of this world. وَآثَرَ الْحَيَاةَ الدُّنْيَا فَإِنَّ الْجَحِيمَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى, that Jahim, that fire that has just been exposed, that's going to be their place, final place. But on the other hand, وَأَمَّا مَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ وَنَهَى النَّفْسَ عَنِ الْهَوَى, but for the one who had fear of where his position is with Allah, with his Rabb. So he's always wondering, am I close to Allah? Am I far from Allah? Am I doing good? And prevented the soul from any bad desires. وَنَهَى النَّفْسَ عَنِ الْهَوَى, they held themselves back from their desires. Then فَإِنَّ الْجَنَّةَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى, then Jannah will be their refuge. So for those people who gave up their temporary desires for the sake of a hereafter when they knew that they could have everything that they want, for those people is Jannah. So in these few words, we learn about what the difference will be on the Day of Judgment. For those people who strive only for this world, who only care about this one and want to just fulfill all their desires right away and don't hold back, then they will face their consequences in the end. And for those who do hold back and know that this world is not all that there is, then they will have an even better reward in the hereafter. So here we will conclude today's session. Inshallah, in next episode, we will complete the tafsir of Surah An Naziat. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.